Good afternoon. My name is Otubusin. I'm a software engineer, data scientist, a career coach, a writer, a music artist and trainer, a public speaker, a technocrat, and an entrepreneur. Yes, I delight in taking intentional and progressive steps towards my career. Everything I do is intentional towards the growth and development of my career. So I have over 10 years experience in developing mobile and web applications. Over the years, I've developed working applications using technologies based in Java, PHP, Python, Node.js, Express.js, React.js, React Native, MongoDB, and MySQL, and several others. I'm well accustomed to using agile methodologies, which I have used over and over again, working with across teams, both across them remotely via tools, which some of them I'll be sharing with us in this presentation. I use several cloud providers, technologies like IBM Cloud, Oracle, Google Cloud, as well as AWS Cloud. I'm going to show us some of the um, applications I've deployed using the cloud. As I said, I've worked remotely with different teams across the globe using collaborative tools such as GitHub, Trello, Slack, as well as Google Workspaces. So, as an experienced software engineer, I basically apply principles of data structure and algorithms, as well as object-oriented programming to create modular and reusable um, solutions. Yes, here is my portfolio website. Here you can see Otubusin Ademuyiwa it's online, and there you'll find some of the work which I have done. Basically, I've worked with state information technology where I am presently working since 2014, and alongside work with a private organization, Orange Data Special, to develop a mobile app called Penslace for them. And I also, of course, I did in year 2020, 2021, I went to Strive School now at Global, where I partook of the full stack developer training, and also became an intern where we work on the focus on project-oriented environment, working with technologies and frameworks which have been described below. Several projects which I've worked on include Memfile, which is an electronic document file management system that manages all incoming and outgoing correspondence within a government infrastructure. Especially, it is a solution that I developed targeting my organization and how it could actually automate some of the processes that have been done in the record registry. And I also worked on several applications like Mindcare. This is my first introduction working with React JS, where I came up with an health awareness application that allows anyone to measure their mental health status and gain relevant information for better well-being. It was part of some of the Youth for Health Challenge program, which we partook in the 2020. And with, I, together with some team members, I worked on this idea and were able to come out as one of the top 50 ranking applications out of the 60 submitted at the cohort. So also I developed, I'm part of the team to develop website applications and several other um, solutions for them at CITA, where I work some of the solutions deployed like hosting signing and management against the website, automated analytical system, which is an examination application, usually developed in PHP, well, PHP uh, language, as well as MySQL and so several other technologies we come together, JavaScript and so others, to come together to provide to develop this a solution targeted for secondary schools so that they can be able to write unified examinations, both of the theory and objective. So now let me quickly go through some of the solutions. If you want to contact me here, this is my phone number, this is my email address, and you can also find my social handles on my portfolio website. Here we have this is my GitHub repository slash stay for real. This is my LinkedIn account, and this is my email at gmail.com, my Facebook account. I'm on Instagram, and say, Twitter. I have an account on Medium, and of course, Stack Overflow. So let me quickly go through some of the projects which I have worked on. Take, for example, me and some of the team members who work together with on this uh, LinkedIn Chrome application. Several other ones we work together on, but of particular interest to me, this is the Aruba Cloud where I deploy some of the applications that I have worked on my dashboard, showing several of the applications I have deployed to Aeropool. Here I have the automation system deployed here and several other applications like the Memfile as well as the Penspace API, which I deployed here. And this is the, for example, this is the automated redemption system, which basically can be used to register schools. You can register schools. You can view it has a links for registering schools. You can when you register a school, it brings out the name of the school and the code of the school. For example, you can say Ijapo High School, Ijapo High School, and give it an IJS or something like that. How many classes you want to attend to? You can choose the number of classes you want to attend to and click create school. So basically, we look at the workflow where we design this. We design it in such a way that it can help to automate. These are some of the skills you have repeated, and of course, where you can also create subjects for each of these schools, depending on the number of classes you're choosing. For example, I might want to take the newly created Japan High School and say I want to like create subjects that I'm going to put examination on for class JSS1. So we choose the subjects, for example, mathematics, integration, and so on and so forth. And click add subject. So after doing that, it adds to it automatically. We also find that it has been added here. And we move on to students. You can register a student for an examination. These are some of the things that admin panel allows you to do. You can register students for examination. The student number will be generated automatically. For example, we can say, I know, I know, I know Joshua, I know Joshua, and we create a username for the person I know, J, and the date of birth, choose the date of birth for that person, and random date, let us pick a random date. Okay, so just to test the application working on choose the gender of the student, the school that the student belongs to, the example high school, the class student belongs to, HSS1, the mobile number, you can add it, you can add a password, generate the password for the student, and also confirm the password, the phone number of the parents or something like that, just to put in and register the student. Okay, so it generates automatically this. So the students can write that down as IGS 2022 kept safe. So we generate that. We're going to note that one somewhere. So IGS 2022. Okay. So there. Um, so of course the students can log in each other at one panel and be able, this is it, IGS can log in later on and be able to log in and take an exam. Apart from that, you can also register an examiner, that is the teachers that want to set the exam. And so also likewise, same way you register a student, you go on with the first name, for example, Austin Bible, the teacher of course, Austin Bible, username Austin, and say username Austin T. Austin T. Okay, and select the is the male teacher and the school. Then at the high school, the subject now, let's say, okay, you want to teach English language, and the phone number of the teacher, of course, you can add it, you can add the email address of the teacher, and then just add a random email address, make sure that it's the correct email address. It's going to throw an error format of the email address, and of course put also the password and put also the password in and register the examiner. So of course, it says examiner IGS2. Okay, so we have the examiner IGS2 code. So the examiner can also log into their own examiner dashboard. So this is the admin dashboard, and of course, the last one is that examination can be set up. So when you want to set up an exam, you basically can set up them in two ways, either the theory exam or the object exam. So let's take the theory first. I choose the theory exam and I click next. So next which code we want to set exam for. We come here and choose, let's say example high school. Which class I come here and say JSS1. Okay, which subject I say here English. And the number of questions I want to set. Let me say three questions. And let me say set the time limit for the examination. What how many minutes I want to use. Let me say I just wanted to use 10 minutes and I say answer all questions. So all instructions are written answer all questions. Okay. Okay. So that is that. And we click next. So what next do we want to do? Uh, do we make a mistake there? I'm not sure. Let me see. Okay. So it's running. Let's say network. Okay. So let's continue. Hopefully it comes by the network is fluctuating. So after that, we say next. So next, what happens next? So, so without me, okay, some errors happening there. I have to check into that. Okay, so let's see exam, view exam, view sets questions. So, okay, so that's how I set the questions. And let me see, you can edit it, you can see some of the same questions you set before. And, okay, okay, so you can set view set questions of objective. Okay, so we have we have the one code. Okay, so that's the objective here. Okay, so let's see again what happened on the exam setup. Maybe a little bug there. Let's say exam objective exam setup. We come here again, same thing. You can choose the school, you can choose the class, you can choose the subject you want to set for, you can choose the number of questions you want to set, you can choose the number of time, the 10 minutes, or whatever you can choose answer all, whatsoever, and say next again. Seems as if some errors are happening here, and I have to fix that later on. But let's move on. No, let's move on. So they just are trying to like, show us some of the things that we've been able to do with the application. Fix that and that, that one later. Maybe. So after the whole thing, you can actually come and check the results here. So we have the results. After the exam, it automatically generates the result of both theory and objective for that particular student, as well as an aggregate result whereby you put in the student information will have to generate. So thank you very much. That's completed and just then to other ones that we have of interest. For example, the mind care I talked about that time, this is it. Here you can either take a test or learn. And on our learn, we've been able to work on several of these. mental challenges, and here you can have, you know, get adequate information based on which one you are looking at, and come here to learn more. Some of these mental health challenges and this information from it, as well as being able to take some mental test, which will come here and take anyone you want, and as well as find help in any location you want. For example, Lagos, you can find help. So, and you can sign up as well as sign in if you want to. So these are the applications we do. Then apart from that, we have memfile. Memfile is developed now for this Mindcare. It was the front end, of course, was developed using React. You can see it's active here. React is active. React is active. And the backend was developed using API using based on PHP. But for this memfile, it was basically done using the MAN technology. MongoDB, the database was done in the MongoDB. We used React Native for the front end. We use Node.js, Node.js, Node.js for the API, and basically, so this offers a full-fledged man application. So I can log in. So I can log in. Sorry, permission from. Okay, so I can log into the application and can quickly look at. I can see it's coming from Heroku. It was developed in Heroku. This is an Heroku. Like I said the other time. Yes, it. So this is the back end. Yeah, this start from there, and this, of course, the front end is loaded on Netlify. Okay. Okay, so we are in the application right now. So we have basically what does it do? It's as I said, it's an application that automates the processes done at open registry. And what they carry do there, they have the files within the ministries, perhaps that as agencies. What they do, incoming correspondence can be added to the system when it come to add new incoming correspondence. Put the reference number here. You should create a file. For example, if the file is existence, just choose and choose it. If it's not existence, the the, the, the the person in charge of this can come down to general files and just do what, add new file, and be able to choose the MPA if he wants to. If the MPA is there, fine, choose it. If not there, he can also go to MPA and add new MPA and add the new MPA and short names. Of course, this will be the list of the MPAs that we added. And if the file has been generated, they can come back here and add new, of course, add the reference number, which is the reference number from on the document, just for cross reference, so that they can actually use the system itself generates its own reference number, but just to be able to be able to just oppose it with the hard copy, we have to put it space here for that. And we can choose the file, we can choose where it's coming from, and who is receiving it, of course, the certain agency. You can put in the subject of the file and the date it was received. And once you save this, what happens is that if it's become active, you can then upload a particular document, scan it and upload it here. And you see a preview of it here. And when you say upload file, it automatically comes here and you will see something like this. Here you can view it, and it comes out like this, depending on your orientation I was prepared. So it has a subject, it has a file number, it has a reference number. As I said, this one is photo generated. This one was one on coming on the file, and you have all this inputted. And of course, here you see that it can be charged. It allows so this removes the need for carrying files up and down. So the files can be kept physically kept there, while all other processes can be processed electronically, referring to this same document, and they can actually take it from one. from one officer to another officer, for example, we have all this. So in this case, that brings us to user management, where you can actually add users, their surname, their first name, their email, their password, that you can choose their MD, the department they belong to, the position, and the role. Basically, we have these roles that we created the roles and the roles depending on what you want to do. I create the roles for them, the list of users can also be monitored from here, and they can be activated or their state can be activated or detect whatever you want to do. And now this brings me to file management. Here we have the filer text. This is the file that a particular officer or whatever not working on to receive the current files here. While file operations is going to basically what are descriptions. A director, for example, can request for a file from the registry. They can return the file in its own hands or charge the file to another user. So you can basically request and say, I want this file, any of these files, and so this one is completed. So that file has been taken to this place. So by the time it comes here now, it saves the file. And you can view the file, you can view the file and say what's there. Here it says no mail has been added yet. So this file is just an empty file. So I believe that we have come here and be able to, like, for example, say new file and be able to add a document here. This will also be shown or reflected in that page. So for example, I can have, let me say this is the reference number, reference number ICT 5, blah blah blah. There's just the file, let me say, we said, this file they should have maintained, oh, it's a correspondence in IT, no, I'm not sure. Let's say this, okay. Uh, yeah, okay. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so what that's not done is you can choose where it's coming from, you can choose where it's going, whatever that you can choose or put blah 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 subject, you can choose the date where this is going to be done, you can send this day, and this comes here, you can come ahead and upload. For example, you can click here, to bring out this dialog and document. Let me just show the document. Let me just choose it as if it's a document so you can document here and not load. Once you do that, it says file upload successful. And by the time you come here, you will see it has been, uploaded, and you can actually view it and see what has been uploaded. So now here, um, now coming back to file management here, you can see here it's now having, it's now saying it has some files on it which can be processed and requested by this person, which is the happen to be the admin on that particular day. And what else can be done? File operations, I can now say I want to charge this file. And where is it going? You can then choose, okay, I want to charge it to let's say a chairman or any of the directors. So it shows where you want it to go, it shows the file you want to work on, it shows the document you want to work on, and of course you can choose it and it shows it on so it shows what you want to work on. There is some errors there. Oh, okay, no problem. Just get the idea there. So you come here, you can charge, you can write your own comments, say blah blah blah, do this or do that, do this or do that, and just charge. When you just charge, what happens is that it says it has been operated, and by the time you come back here, you won't see it again. It has gone back to the person. So basically, these are the operations of things, and of course, so you can log out. Okay, so that's the system. You can then log in as well as now. And basically, this is how this mem file works. And other ones, although this is just the basic MVP, very strong. We're going to have some extensions to the functionalities of the mem file. And other ones I think I want to like talk about. Let me say there another project there I would like to like share my light on. So okay, civic okay, this same service Salam data capture without okay, is it? Okay, so here this one basically was done using HTML. These are some of the programs that we use. And see, let me show us just to show that the program this was actually carried out using technologies that it was used. Just second, just a second. Okay, so here we have the series of talents here. So you can see it's a PHP application. And of course, it's separated. One thing is that this application is developed in such a way that there's a separation of concerns. And like, for example, these are the front end part. And if you look at any, for example, you're looking at the front end part, you discover that it's interfacing with the back end using Ajax, using jQuery. So it purely it follows a particular order. And let me see. For a particular order, it's discovered that we won't see any PHP whatsoever in between the files. We won't see any of them. Everything was purely interfaced or worked upon using jQuery. So jQuery was what we are using, and of course we have separated the functions are separated and in such a way as if it was like a typical form of an API which went on, even though not quite like that, but it was following that same kind of concept, which I learned from trying to apply the knowledge I gained from Monster to be able to like, bring this together. And it was quite an interesting one for me, trying to follow this flow in bringing up this kind of talk. So you can see I basically worked on this, using this that kind of technology which I deploy here. Of course, so going back to it, functionality wise, um, then of course it generates a staff list using HR, so everything's pretty much fast because it has a load amount of data as quite number all the civil servants in the state. Imagine trying to like sort them. So I have to just think of what is the best way I can do this as fast as possible, and that's the reason why I resorted to using this combination of technologies, which was quite impressive to some extent. Uh, the no time is quite at least appreciated, you can see, because of the network right now. But the number of data it's working on is quite large. It's quite large. And I just have to just think, okay, it's really responsive because perhaps, okay, that's time of that's responded to Cassie. We have about 14,837 entries records. So, yeah, and from here, any form, let me search myself. But see my record, bring it up immediately. So you can update my record, whatever you want to go with it. Apart from that, it can be as a place, you can add new stuff, then you have any new stuff that get registered. Of course, it comes to MBA list, a list of all the MBAs in the state was also generated there. I don't know why the network is so slow. The network is very, very slow. If not, the system is very fast, but the network I'm using is slow. That is why it's responding slowly. Well, of course, let me quickly go on again. So, as I said, we have all the list of the MBAs. You can see them here. We have like 209 entries. Okay. You can also check the cadre list, which are all the cadres in the service. Of course, based on category, you can also search them out and have them there. So you can generate some quite rich um, list of, for example, you can generate for nominal road, you can generate section list and determine rates by year. So here now, for example, nominal road, I can choose a particular one I want to make for example, I can say state information technology where I am working. sit down and say, oh, and just say generate the list. And what happens is that the system begins to calculate, the walk through the some based on some algorithms and within some you can see it has been able to come up with all the stuff of the particular place criminal role here for the stuff that's been generated and we and add like 48 entries. And you can decide to like increase what export it, you can decide to increase it to maybe to get all the 48 I just choose 50, right? Okay, that's really we can increase to 50 if you want to take them all at once and you just come in and you can export it if you want. And export you can see it's exporting and coming there. So you can open it up later on and then anything can be done to this data. Okay. So what one more thing, as I said, same thing goes for the disposition list as well as the retirement list. Retirement list also forms its own way, whereby you in this case now it shows the year of retirement. For example, who are those that retire in 2023? And you can see from all employees and you can just generate a list. The system also goes through it and pulls out all those that are required to retire from the list from this year. And what happens is that whenever you refresh, the system automatically retires the staff. So on timely basis, the system is designed in such a way that it will actually pick them out and retire them based on either by age or by date of appointment. And that's a link generator. So we can have a list of all retirees in a particular order. Okay, and so it's basically two other things. You have some auditors, there are system users there, and have some other features. So let me look at. So these are some of the applications we have been able to deploy and work on. As well as, let me see, is there another one I want to discuss? Okay. Thank you very much. Um, Thank you for your time. Thank you. Okay, let me just quickly round up by saying some of the things. This is my GitHub repository. My GitHub repository here, I have been able to work with over like 124 repositories. And here you can see some of the technologies I'm working with and my GitHub stats, and as well as my activities. My activities. Some of the things I've been doing. So quite well, it has been an experience for me. It has been an experience for me. This was my former, but I think I've completed this now to build online, and these are some things. So it's been a great experience for me. This is a cloud version on AWS we am using. Um, I also okay. I have a startup. I have a startup. Let me say a startup company, a pet project. I'm working on a startup company which I'm so much so much excited about. These are some of the tools I use. I use this app draw.io, which allows me to do basic which allows me to do basic UML modeling, some of these designs, infrastructures and things like that. An example, as well as some other tools. I do, for example, when I want to design my activities, I can either use this tool or draft it in paper directly. I use this tool like this to draft connections and things like this. That's some of the things I do as a system engineer, and as well as I have other places where I actually it's the day tool online business. So I have other places where I also program code pen. I use code pen. Some other tools which I use. This is my cloud MongoDB. You can see some of the apps. This is the event space. This is Memfile. The other ones we talked about that time. And some other things And so I basically, okay, let me say, organize. Okay, this is the expo where I explore and I work on. Can you say first phase there? And some things I do. Other things, okay, this is a Trello where I do collaborative work. I'm trying to monitor and be able to coordinate the team working together. And the GitHub repo also where use and also we have desktop GitHub which allows me to be able to work directly from my system and commit directly to my record. So I have other tools here I'm working with. Uh, Once I work on my local system here and I say it goes directly to my record using this with the aid of this GitHub, with the aid of this GitHub bit of desktop. So I just commit directly. I choose and vice versa. And other things I do, let me see, can I quickly break this down as soon as possible? I'm trying to, okay, let's see, okay, Figma, yes. Yes, even though I'm not fully a UI UX person, but sometimes, as a developer, sometimes I want to work on something and quickly get some ideas. I come here to make some designs. And this is just some of the when I was working on pen space. This pen space here, that was done in 7 months ago. Okay. Apart from that, I also use other tools. For example, Canva. I have like over 200 designs I've made on Canva. It's on Canva. Let me go. Canva, Canva.com. So I use a lot of technologies to come by with solutions which I intend to do compare depending on what I want to achieve. There are online image transformation tools and other ones I also use to make my work much more easier. Basically, I use tools online. Some of them are free, some of them are free, which I use to execute my project. So I learn continuously. I'm still learning. I'm still improving my skills and I'm still perfecting them. And every day I develop solutions. Every day I think when I see problems, I want to provide a solution. So I am motivated by problems and I believe that there's nothing I cannot use. There's no virtually any system I cannot automate. I always look forward to it. So I look forward to working with you on your next project. I quite work with some quite. Okay, this is my startup on do-it-yourself baby towels. Of course, I have been able to work precisely learning, um, applying what I learned, both paying for courses, online courses. I have benefited so much from online courses and online training systems that I felt it's time for me to even extend this up also to be able to bring about innovations in my own motherland, Nigeria. I'm so passionate about it. I'm seeing the effect of developmental changes in my country, Nigeria here. So it brought about this startup company here, which I am so passionate about. Do it yourself, dig it out. Say increase your productivity by connecting with like minds. We are in a collaborative world right now. The idea of this is my own, I'm gonna work in a team and things like that. It's an epic idea. If you want to get things done and done best and done fast, then you have to collaborate. And this is all what do it yourself task is all about. So you want to know more about this, just go to about us and you get more information about the vision, the mission, and what they do yourself. So as we said, we provide tools and services that are towards personal and business development. I myself, I am passionate about this. I am fully involved about this. If you see my LinkedIn profile, you can see that I understand my onions. I am working. I'm still learning every day, actively learning and impacting. my environment, immediate ones where I am working, and also providing solutions, device solutions to companies, organizations, to businesses. And that's the reason why I've been able to come up with this startup company, which I intend in the next in the coming months and years to come, we're going to be hearing more of Joseph Digital. It's going to be a global, going to have a global impact because it's a project that is driven with passion. And what are we doing about? So we are like ambassadors. We are leading in it's a service-oriented organization. Our goal is to provide an enabling digital environment for professionals, for business enthusiasts to network. So we are looking at collaboration. We are looking at creating tools that can help people to share knowledge easily and be able to like collaborate to solve problems, to bring solutions, more solutions to problems. So the core vision, the core mission, or the core value we have is righteousness because we believe that righteousness exalts a nation and sin is a reproach unto the people. So we are upholder of integrity. That is the reason why, as a value system, is like based on teamwork, based on courage, based on integrity, based on passion, based on purpose, based on responsibility, based on transparency. And of course, we have a cultural team here, which is centered on entrepreneurship, professionalism, innovation, and growth. Of course, the mission and vision is to provide digital marketing solutions in an enabled digital environment where professionals and business enthusiasts can network, collaborate, and share knowledge on the growth of Nigeria's economy. I am so passionate, and I believe that Nigeria is rising up too. So, these are some of my team members here, my friend, Barrister Dennis Dwebo, a trusted friend, a legal advisor, which is going to work together with me on this project. And several other people which are going to have a life passion to work here. So if you are interested, you can inbox me and we begin to work together towards the growth of our economy. And one more thing, let me just say thank you for your time. Thank you very, very much for having me here. It's quite almost 42 minutes, almost an hour. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I hope to hear from you guys. Let me know, comments below. Let me know what you feel about this. And if there's any area you want us to work on, I will be glad to work on it. Thank you very much for your time. Peace out.